You were telling me about something that was on WPGC, right?
Yeah, on the radio. I'm driving, dropping Royal off, and I guess they found a letter someone wrote in, and it was a young lady dating someone, and she wanted to, or they both decided to wait to have sex. When they did have sex, it wasn't great. And she was saying, what does she do next?
No, was it just so much? She must have tried more than once before she wrote this letter.
No. The first time. They only had sex once, and it wasn't great. So she's just like, what should she do?
We need more information.
So, I mean, I can't remember if it has to do with the package being too small or the sex not being too good. But I think you can run into either one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think if somebody's adequate, right, then I think you can help them develop, in some ways, I would hope, right?
I don't know. If your motion in the ocean's not there, then...
I'm just saying, you could, but... So, like, it's like somebody's, like, they got these 7-foot basketball players. They're not that athletic, but you could teach them, you know what I mean? Get from block to block, don't get 3 seconds, protect the paint, right? And because they're that tall, by nature of being that tall, they can block shots, right? As long as they can move a little bit. So if a gentleman is adequate, right, but his motion is subpar, you're right, everybody can't dance, right? Dancing is a skill. Right. But you could get it to a point. I feel like you can get somebody to a point where they can be okay, right? Or serviceable.
Who wants to be just okay?
Well, so if there's other things that she hasn't found before, then she can work on that, right? But they have to have certain to work on. Now, I coach. And what we saying coaching is potential to get you fired too.
How long do you wait?
You got to teach. She got to be willing to teach.
And then how long do you wait?
You're right. I'm just trying to help the brother out.
I'm just thinking this is
how old is she? How was she?
I don't know how old she was.
Well, I think that matters. If they're 30, 32, and boys still can't stroke, he probably ain't never gonna be able to stroke, right?
And you're supposed to marry, like you married to this, and you're supposed to be satisfied all the time with that.
Yeah, because I think people, they could even overrate their adequacy too. So then people like get complacent. They like, oh, this is all I need. But you gotta do your part. Yeah. And sex is an activity. Yeah. It's not just existing. Now, what do you say if he just...
You gotta go, girl.
Not inadequate. He's inadequate.
You gotta go.
You don't think she could sustain?
No.
Is it too important?
I think the funny thing is I think guys know and they try to make up for it. So I guess if the girl's okay with the making up for and on the,
Oh, he try to perform cunnilingus to build rapport.
Basically. Because we know the other game is not going to be so great. Yeah. And if you're okay with living with something like that, then yes. Yeah. But I had a coworker said one time it was about to happen and she felt it and she kind of like ran. She was like, whoa, this is this small, and just like ran the opposite direction.
It wasn't worth the body.
It wasn't even worth the try.
Yeah. No, she's smart.
I know.
She's smart.
It's very smart.
It would have still counted.
Someone else said, it was like, what? It's in there? Oh, I didn't know. And they're like, what? You didn't know? That stuff is embarrassing.
No, but you know what? It works in reverse too.
Oh, how? Please explain.
Women could be sitting on a garbage can and don't even know it.
Okay.
Vagina be trash. I'm telling you.
What makes it trash?
All vaginas are not the same.
Understandable, but what makes it trash?
Texture. The lubrication of it is not the same. Obviously, like the tightness, the whole 9 yards. That's all not equal. Women are not created equal. Okay, water, all that water squirting shit. That ain't it. You ever when we have sex in the pool or in the shower? That shit is work.
Yeah, because I feel like the pool is worse. The shower's not that bad.
Yeah, because you can get out the water.
Yeah, you're right. but that pool thing, we tried it a few times.
Once you get going, you straight. But it take a lot of effort.
It does. Yeah, the pool is
It's because water isn't a lubricant.
That's true.
So if some women lubricate like that, then it's not the thing.
Yikes.
You know? So
But you can fix that with lube.
nah, you don't want to have to do that. Right?
You don't want to do the lube thing, but we're supposed to be
I'm just
helping with
saying.
the motion of the ocean and all this other
Well,
stuff.
that's the same thing. So if she not lubricating right,
Okay.
and he too small, put him in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right? They
Yeah.
need to go together.
That would literally.
Because if she not lubricating and he's inadequate,
Mm-hmm.
then he in there, it probably feel.
I would say give him. I feel like if you like the guy and you guys having some type of connection,
If
it
he's
was
not
like a
inadequate?
if it's a 1 minute man, give him
All right, go ahead. Just tell it.
him.
All right. So the first time I got some cheeks,
We're
I went
married.
in there, yo, mac and cheese, Six Flags, the whole 9 yards, right? Yo, it took like a minute and 15 seconds, but I was just happy.
It was done.
I was happy, and I just came out there like, yo, man, look.
He didn't even say anything after. He just made breakfast.
I did say something.
What did you say?
I said like Six Flags.
Yeah, that's what he said. Not to apologize for. That's my thing. You would think that he would apologize for the amount of time.
Nah, because I already knew what time it was between me and you, and I wasn't worried about fixing that part.
But don't you think you should be?
No, because I can fix bussing too fast. I could fix that.
But how would I know that?
That's fine.
That's my thing.
I knew that I would have way more reps, and it would just, I don't know. Our moments was so ill though. Like we had moments that I never had before. I.e., like the first time you came over and we just talked
all night.
You know what I'm saying? Just off the humble though. Not even trying to, like, I wasn't even thinking about doing, because that shit wasn't really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't a spring chicken, right? So when you find something different, I wanted to see what's what. So when that happened, I was just happy because there's a lot of garbage cans out here. Right? So the same thing y'all be thinking. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I mean?
But he was good on his side. He was not worried about me. But
No,
for
he was
some
good.
reason, that wasn't even in my head like, oh, shit, this wasn't that long. Or I should be worried. It didn't cross my mind.
Yeah. Well, because one thing, right? The inadequacy parts, right? If you don't, that part is hard to navigate. But also, we danced together before, so you'd be surprised what your subconscious may say
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I knew I know myself. I was just pleasantly, I was
Thank
happy
goodness
as hell.
lasts way more than
Yeah.
sometimes I can't get him to finish.
That was a fluke.
That was not a fluke. It was a few times that it happened.
man.
multiple times that it happened.
I was just happy. I don't care.
Before he got it together.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. He
I
got
had to figure it
together.
out. You
Yeah.
gotta play the game.
Yeah, he got it.
So yeah, man, sweetheart, if you if boy is inadequate, I mean, there's no remedy, right? If he's adequate, but there's some motion, they said give him a few more chances to see if he could get it together. And now, it's not your job to coach, and I feel like it's probably 28, 29, 30. It ain't your job to coach him, but if you're willing to, it's okay to do so.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, potential will get you fired, so he may never get there, and then you could just be wasting your time. So, what's your word of advice, man?
Give him a try. But if you become frustrated, sexually frustrated, let him go.
Yeah,
That's the sign. I mean,
that ain't worth it.
it's not worth it if you're sexually frustrated at the end of the day. But I think a couple times, benefit of the doubt that you just got a bomb ass box, and then take it as a compliment and give him a couple tries. But after that, kick him to the curb.
Yeah, put him in the bathroom.